Hello everyone, I'm SantyDark from SDJ Records. I was just working on a composition and I realized maybe I should do a video talking about this and maybe asking people what do you guys think about this idea. So I was working on a metal cover of the main theme of the first Donkey Kong Country game. And as you may know, those video games have one of the best soundtracks like ever, and I would like to make something similar to what I did with Maze the Dark Age, that I did a full metal cover of the entire soundtrack. I would like to do a similar thing, but with the Donkey Kong Country soundtracks. Now, here's the thing. There are 5 Donkey Kong Country games, if you count the modern ones, the Donkey Kong Country Returns and the Tropical Freeze. So, there's a lot. That's a lot. However, I could do maybe an album that is a compilation of the best tracks from the entire franchise in metal version. So I would like to make this video to ask you guys which songs from the soundtracks of these games, the Donkey Kong Country games, will you like me to cover the most? Which tracks are the ones that you like the most? With the proper names, of course. For example, let me see. I think there's one that it's called Galileon something. Aquatic Ambience, for example, that's a good one. Sticker Brush Symphony. Fear Factory, that's a great one. Gangplank Galleon is the one that I was thinking of. And Hothead Bob, that's an incredible song. And yeah, now I have the example of the soundtrack that I was composing right now. I can show you how it sounds to give you an idea of how these covers will be like, how this will sound like. So check this out. This is the main theme of Donkey Kong Country, the first game. Here we go. That's it. How about it, guys? Do you like it? Please let me know in the comments what you think about this. And yeah, this one will be included in the album, of course, among the other covers. This will be not exactly like your typical metal cover, like super heavy and stuff. I would like to make them like keep that feeling, that ambience feeling that these tracks have, but make them heavy, of course, but not super heavy, just the right amount. It will be something like Celtic metal covers or something like that. Transform these characteristic instruments that these soundtracks try to emulate. For example, there are, you know, flutes and strings and all these different instruments that in the 90s they sounded all digital because of the limitation of the console. The Super Nintendo had samples and very short samples to try to recreate these instruments But now with the technology that we have right now, I could pretty much do these instruments in the real perspective. For example, instead of a sampled flute, I could make it a real flute, you know, or instead of the banjo, sampled banjo from the Super Nintendo, I could do a real banjo in the song. So that and heavy metal combined could be a pretty interesting concept for a metal cover album, you know? So I would like to ask you guys to make a list of songs that you consider the best of these soundtracks, your favorites, and what songs you consider to be the most essential in the Donkey Kong Country soundtracks that you would like me to include in this metal covers album. Alright, so that's everything for now, and see you in the next video. Bye!